Hello, 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 and welcome back to Making Sense of AI. This is week 4 of our AI literacy campaign. I can't believe how the weeks go by. I am Quisha Umemba. I am an AI literacy and workforce development expert, AI trainer, and your AI translator, helping you go from complexity to clarity and hopefully confidence when it comes to using AI tools. Hopefully, you've been following us for the last several weeks. You know, we're in the middle or halfway almost of an AI literacy campaign where we're helping individuals and teams build their confidence when it comes to using AI and using it responsibly. One of my jobs is to break down the good, bad, ugly, and even scary side of AI so you can make sense of where it fits in your workplace. And so in this video, we're going to talk about 3 different categories of artificial intelligence tools so that you have a better understanding and know what you should use when you're at work. So I want to switch screens here. Let me move this out of the way. I've got some notes I want to look at here. So you see, we're not doing a presentation today. Not doing a presentation. We're easing our way into the demonstrations. If you have not been joining us for our weekly AI literacy training workshops, I promise you, you're missing out. We had a fantastic time today. We do those every Wednesday, 12 noon. We're doing them for the rest of 2025. They're absolutely free. So if you're interested in joining, attending, whether it's you as an individual, if you've got friends, family members, especially, staff, colleagues, coworkers, etc., please, it is free. Go to the website, sign up, join us. We'd love to host you and you learn a lot and it's a lot of fun and you conquer that fear and hesitation that you have about using AI or so the people that have been joining us every week have been anyway. Awesome. So let's unpack these everyday assistants, is what I like to call a lot of the tools that we use. And we're going to do that through the framework that I'm always teaching from. So we use an AI training framework at Umemba Health called LEAP, L-E-A-P, which stands for Learn, Explore, Apply, and Practice. And we're going to learn some things. We're going to explore a little bit. I'm going to tell you how you can apply and practice. And remember, we've still got a couple more weeks before I give you those demonstrations. So just stay with me. The demonstrations are coming, I promise, but I want to lay the solid foundation so you understand all of the information and tools and just what you should know when it comes to using AI and using it responsibly. Okay. So there's 3 categories of tools when we're talking about big types of AI tools. And I'm not talking about the techie stuff that we learned the first week, right? I'm talking about the everyday stuff that, the average person needs to know and understand when it comes to AI tools. So I'm talking about your standalone AI tools, your integrated AI tools, and your custom AI tools. Each one of them serves its own unique purpose. And together they make up the AI ecosystem that really reshapes how we learn and work and communicate. So let's start off talking about the integrated AI tools, okay? Integrated is exactly what the word says. They're tools that are built right into the apps that you already use. You can think of them as hidden helpers that make existing platforms smarter without you needing to install anything new. And so my 2 probably favorite integrated AI tools would be Microsoft Copilot, all of the tools that are incorporated within that suite of Microsoft tools. So Copilot talks to Microsoft Word, it talks to PowerPoint, it talks to Excel, it talks to, I've actually got it pulled up. Let me see what all it talks to. It talks to Zoom because I've got it integrated in there. All of the apps that come in the entire Microsoft suite, Notebook, Teams, ClipChat, SharePoint, OneDrive, it talks to one another. And so if I'm searching for a particular document or item, or I want to reference something, or I want to recreate something, all I have to do is tell it to find that particular document, find that item, that presentation, whatever. And so it's really, 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 really great. Same thing with the Google Workspace. And I know a lot of businesses run off Google Workspace as well. So if you're familiar with Google Gemini, some of the same things apply. You've got it connected to your slides. You've got it connected to the terminology is different in Google, so let me switch my brain a little bit because I am not a Google girl. But you've got it connected to your Gmail. It's connected to your Google Drive. It's connected to all of the Google tools. So when I say integrated tools, that's what I mean. And so if you have a smart calendar or scheduling system, That is an integrated tool. If you are using Microsoft or you're using Gemini in Google and you have predictive text in your email, that's an example of AI through an integrated tool. So the great things about these integrated AI tools is that they do make your digital environment more responsive and intuitive. And so they suggest replies, they flag important messages, they can generate quick summaries. They don't require any technical setup. And most people use these tools every single day without even realizing that it's AI. So, what I want you to do is start noticing where these tools are and how they already exist in your workflow, because I promise you, chances are you're using some of them already. For example, if you're using Gmail, let it suggest responses to common messages for you, right? If you're using a project management app, let it predict a deadline based on past performance and other projects, right? So practice. Pick one app you already use and explore its AI settings. Turn on the features labeled smart. Sometimes it may say suggested or automated, and spend 1 week letting AI assist you, and then just kind of, reflect on whether or not it reduce your workload or improve your accuracy. If it does, great, continue to use it. If it doesn't, if it seems like it's more trouble than it's worth, what's the saying? It's the juice isn't worth the squeeze, then don't do it, because we don't want to use AI tools for the sake of using AI tools. You really want to use tools that are going to make your life and your work easier. Okay. All right. So that's integrated tools. Second category of AI tools are standalone AI tools. And so these are AI tools that operate independently. They're not integrated in another type of platform. Now, could you integrate them or connect them through using some tools to do that? Absolutely. But ultimately, they stand and function on their own. And they usually have one type of function: writing, data, designing graphics, analyzing data. So most people know ChatGPT, right? So think about ChatGPT for text generation. That is a standalone tool. Think about Canva AI and the Magic Docs, right? That is a standalone tool. There's Jasper AI for marketing content. That is a standalone tool. And the list goes on and on and on. And so these tools are purpose built, right? They're built for a purpose. They're easy to try. Most of them have a free version. You log on, you type in a prompt, you receive a result. If your prompt is good, you receive a really great result. And if your prompt or your input is not so good, you get kind of a bad result, right? What makes these apps or tools so powerful is versatility. They can be used across industries and different skill levels. Again, the key is learning how to prompt them effectively, having a clear goal, having specific details, having that tone guidance make all the difference. And we talked about the prompt method that we use here at Umemba Health last week, or maybe the week before. We'll talk about it again in future videos, but if you have not heard me, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch weeks 2 and weeks 3 so you can learn how to do an effective prompt. Okay. So I want you to try using a standalone AI tool to streamline. Just start with one recurring task. For instance, most people use ChatGPT, right? If you're brand spanking new to it, use ChatGPT to draft a weekly summary. Use an image generator, Ideogram, Midjourney, Dolly. The list goes on and on. But use an idea generator, I'm sorry, an image generator to create visuals for a social media post, right? Or to create a visual for a patient education handout or something like that. Just practice with it. Just try it, okay? All right, so that's the second category. That is the standalone. Part 3, or the third category, are your custom AI tools, okay? Custom AI tools are also purpose-built solutions, but they're designed around specific needs for an organization. They can be things like chatbots that answer questions. So I'm sure you've seen little chatbots on websites that a lot of times are kind of frustrating, because you're like, I just want to talk to an assistant, but it keeps giving you a response that's really not a response. But they are getting better. You may see a dashboard for tracking health outcomes. You may see some other types of chatbots as well. We've just developed the Training Innovation Suite here at Umemba Health. And so we have a collection of on-demand advisors, which are ChatGPT bots. that help do a variety of things when it comes to training and development. So we've got the training needs navigator, the curriculum architect, the training impact evaluator, the accessibility and inclusion advisor, the learning engagement designer, and then the final advisor is the curriculum licensing strategist, right? So these are custom built solutions designed for specific needs of an organization. Now, when you create a custom tool, it doesn't always mean that you have to code from scratch. I don't know code. I don't speak very high-tech lingo or language. And so using things like GPT's GPT Builder, using platforms like Make.com, Zapier, N8N. A lot of platforms already have kind of automated workflow processes in them. And so using these type of platforms to design AI workflows and design assistants with no technical background is really available to anybody that's interested in just wanting to know how to do it and solve solutions to needs that you have identified in your business or in your organization. The thing I love about these custom solutions is they allow you to embed your organizational knowledge, your tone, your data privacy, and all of your other preferences directly into the tool, which is how I have built our advisors at the AI Training Innovation Suite. So again, I want you to think about where your team spends time repeating manual tasks. Could a chatbot handle that? If it's questions and you have a body of information that you can feed it, could it answer those first line questions that might come through a website? I'm sure it probably could. Could an AI dashboard summarize reports automatically so that you don't always have to continuously update that information? Think about those types of things. Identify one workflow that might benefit from a tailored solution and then sketch out your idea. And again, you can use the LEAP method for this as well. When it comes to learn, identify the problem AI could solve. When it comes to explore, research existing tools that do something similar. Apply, draft a plan or a prototype using a no code AI builder, right? And last is P, practice, pilot with a small group and gather feedback before scaling up. So we've just talked about three categories of different types of AI tools: integrated, standalone, and custom AI tools. Each one represents a different level of control as well as creativity, but all of them enhance what you already do. Standalone tools help you experiment and create. Custom tools help you build and lead. I mean, the sky is the limit. That's all I can say. AI has totally leveled the playing field for everyday average people like me and you. And so if there's anything I want you to remember from today's training is you don't have to be an expert to start. You really just want to be curious, right? You want to be curious. You want to be open-minded. You want to be able to explore and know that AI is your partner. It's not a puzzle, right? And if you do think it is a puzzle, that's where you need to come to Umemba Health, because we are your missing piece of the AI puzzle. If you found this video helpful and you'd like more information where this comes from, please hit subscribe, continue to follow us, continue to tune into these video trainings, and learn AI at Umemba Health by visiting our website, umembahealth.com. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.